Beloved child of God, the angels want you to know something beautiful is approaching, closer than you realize. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That gentle stirring in your spirit, that moment your heart skips when your phone lights up, that breath you hold for just a second. No, it's not just your imagination. Something sacred is unfolding behind the scenes. Heaven has been preparing a divine moment, a message, a text that carries more than words. It carries the weight of connection, of meaning, of truth. And when it comes, you will know. Because this message won't feel like the others. It won't be empty, it won't be stiff, it won't be casual words that leave your heart unsatisfied. This one will hold depth. This one will feel like it was written with care, with intention, with the kind of love that doesn't fade with time. It will come from someone whose soul has been tied to yours, even in silence. Someone who has seen the light in you from afar and tried to walk away from it, but couldn't. Someone who has lifted your name in prayer, even when their lips stayed quiet. Now, they can't hold it in any longer. They're about to speak, and when they do, it will be honest. You'll feel it, not just in the words, but in the timing, in the way it arrives without pressure, without demand. This won't be because you begged for it, or because you tried to chase it. It's coming because it was written in divine timing. It's happening because heaven has already prepared this moment. Before they even call, the answer has been set in motion. While they are still finding the words, God has already heard. Isaiah 65:24 is not just scripture, it's your promise. Even before you lift a single word in prayer, heaven is already at work, moving, aligning every detail, orchestrating this moment with perfect precision. If you've been waiting, staring at your screen, heart pounding, wondering if they remember you, here is your undeniable confirmation: they do. Deep inside, something is stirring. For weeks, they've been rehearsing this message over and over, writing it, deleting it, wrestling with doubt, seeking courage. They've been asking God, is it time yet? And now, heaven whispers back with a firm, clear, yes. So don't be shocked when their name suddenly lights up your screen. Don't let your heart skip a beat in disbelief when your phone vibrates, freezing time for a moment. Because this isn't just another text. This is release. This is alignment. This is love breaking through. It's the shift your soul has been begging for. You thought you had to wait longer. You believed they forgot you. You convinced yourself that silence meant the story ended. But God never writes endings before breakthrough, never closes a door without opening a new one. They didn't reach out sooner because they weren't ready. But now, everything has changed. They see it now, the way no one else ever could. Your presence, your laugh, your listening heart, your prayers wrapped in love, they realize no one compares to you. They tried to move on, tried to bury their feelings under distractions and empty connections, but nothing felt right. Because it wasn't you. Now, they know it with every fiber of their being. That ache inside them, it's not confusion, it's conviction. It's pulling them back to you. But before they press send, they are asking God for courage. They are surrendering pride, dropping fear, because they know there's no turning back once they speak. This message is more than words, it's a turning point, a sacred doorway, a holy invitation. This is not casual flirting, this is restoration. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4. That desire, it's you, beloved. They're drawn not by lust or loneliness, but by love, pure, divine love. God is awakening their spirit, stirring their heart, aligning everything perfectly. The angels have been nudging them. The Spirit has been stirring them. Nothing is forced here, everything flows naturally. They won't come with rehearsed lines. They'll come with raw sincerity. They won't try to impress you, they'll want to bless you. This message may not be perfect, but it will be honest. It may not say everything at once, but it will crack open the door to what God has planned. When you read it, your soul will stir because you've been preparing, praying, waiting. Your spirit knows what heaven is doing. If you feel this truth deep in your bones, subscribe to Sacred Encouragement. Like this video if your heart senses the shift. Comment a powerful word like alignment, return, or on time. And if you can, send a super thanks to keep this divine space alive. You are not crazy for hoping. You are not wrong for believing. You are not wasting your love. You are being positioned for a message that changes more than your mood, it changes your life. It starts simply, hey. This message might come at night, just after a whispered prayer, half believed, half exhausted. Or maybe in the quiet morning as you sip your coffee, trying not to feel the ache. It could catch you during the mundane, doing laundry, driving, folding clothes, living as if the chapter was closed, and suddenly your phone lights up. It's them, not just anyone, the one tied to your spirit, holding your name like a secret in their heart. They couldn't confess before, but now they must. They may not know exactly what to say, but something in their soul will break through the fear. Something in their heart will shatter the silence. Love like this doesn't stay quiet forever, not when God ordained it. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 13:7. This love endures, through silence, mistakes, distance. They may not arrive perfectly, or with flowery words, but they will come with purpose. Maybe they'll say, I've been thinking of you. I dreamed about you. I'm sorry. Can we talk? That simple message will carry weight because it's more than words, it's a release. The apology, the longing, the truth they couldn't hide any longer. They've tried to resist, but God keeps showing them signs. God whispers your name in their prayers. Now they're tired of fighting it. They're ready to obey. You won't have to chase them. You won't have to plead. You won't have to send another message into the void, hoping they care. This time, they will reach for you. They will make the effort. They will come with clarity. They won't breadcrumb you, ghost you, or confuse you. Real love doesn't hide, run, or leave you doubting your worth. They're finally learning what real love means. Showing up, taking responsibility, taking risks, even when it's scary, even when they feel unworthy, even when they don't know how you'll respond. But they'll send it anyway because they've lost enough time already. Your heart will recognize the difference. This message will come from the version of them who chose growth, truth, and you. If your spirit knows this is your season, subscribe to Sacred Encouragement. Like this video if you feel the confirmation stirring. Comment a powerful word like ready, message, or return. Bless this space by sending a super thanks if you can. This isn't just a story, it's your testimony unfolding. And it's not too late. You thought the silence meant the end. You thought the block meant the bond was broken. But the silence was sacred. It was a pause, not a goodbye. God was healing, correcting, preparing them, not to shame, but to restore. When they finally reach out, don't let fear drown out faith. You don't have to rush or say yes right away. You don't even have to know what comes next. But be open, be discerning, be prayerful. Because this isn't just another message. This is the moment heaven has been pointing to, the moment your heart will see what surrender can do. Neither of you is the person you were before. You're wiser, softer, stronger, more spirit-led. You won't chase, beg, or shrink anymore. You know your value. You deserve truth, not confusion, peace, not pressure, clarity, not chaos. So when this message arrives, let peace be your compass, let prayer be your filter, and let the Spirit guide your response. Whether you turn left or right, you'll hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way. Walk in it." Isaiah 30:21. God is not the author of confusion. He is the author of connection, and what He begins, He finishes. Breathe, beloved. The waiting was not in vain. The message is coming, and when it arrives, it will speak for itself. Something sacred, something holy, something that carries the weight of heaven. Your story is not over. Love never left you. God never forgot you. The next notification you receive could be your miracle. Stay ready. You thought it was over. You believed the silence meant the story was finished. You assumed the block was a broken bond. But the angels say, listen carefully, the silence was sacred. It was not a goodbye. It was a pause, a holy pause. God was at work behind the scenes, healing them, correcting their path, convicting their heart, not to shame, but to prepare. So when they finally reach out, don't let fear shout louder than faith inside you. You don't have to rush. You don't have to say yes right away. You don't even have to know what's next. But be ready, open, discerning, prayerful. Because this might not be just another message. This could be the moment heaven has been pointing to all along, the moment your heart will see what surrender really looks like. They aren't the same person they used to be. And neither are you. You've grown. You're wiser, softer, yet stronger, more spirit-led than ever before. You are no longer the version who chased, begged, or shrank in fear. Now, you know your worth. You demand truth, not confusion. You choose peace, not pressure. You seek clarity, not chaos. So when that message arrives, let peace be your compass. Let prayer be your filter. Let the Spirit guide your response. Whether you turn right or left, listen for the voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." Isaiah 30:21. God is not the author of confusion. He is the author of connection. And what He begins, He finishes. So breathe, beloved. The waiting was never wasted. The message is coming, and how you receive it will be led by grace, not fear, not trauma, not pressure, only peace. That's how you'll know it's divine. You won't have to beg God for signs anymore. When this message arrives, it will shout its own truth. This message will carry weight, something sacred, something holy, not just empty words, but the powerful presence behind them. You will feel their trembling heart as they press send. You will feel the softness heaven planted in someone who once ran away. And in that moment, you will remember every tear you cried in silence, every prayer whispered in the dark, every time you thought of moving on but couldn't because deep down, you knew this wasn't finished. You were not crazy. You were not obsessive. You were spiritually sensitive. You heard what others couldn't. You saw what others refused to believe. And now, heaven is honoring that sensitivity. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. You stayed still even when it hurt. You didn't chase validation, you chased the voice of God. And now, that voice is leading someone back to you, not to repeat the past, but to rewrite the future. They are not texting to toy with your emotions. They are reaching out because they finally understand yours. This message might not come wrapped in flowery words or instant declarations of love. It might not start with, "I love you," but it will carry the message your spirit has been longing to hear. I see you. I'm ready to talk. I didn't forget you. I'm sorry. They may not say it perfectly, but you will feel the purity of their intention. You will sense their growth, not just in their words, but in their posture. This time, they won't reach out from a place of pressure, they will come from a place of peace. And this time, you won't feel like an option. You will feel like the answer, because God has been preparing both of you to come from healed places. If this is touching your heart, subscribe to Sacred Encouragement. Like this video if your spirit feels a holy confirmation. Comment a powerful word like peace, return, or healing. And if you feel blessed, send a super thanks to keep this divine space alive. These are not just words, they are seeds of breakthrough. What's coming is not a test. It's a turning point. It begins with that one message. You'll notice they aren't rushing. They aren't demanding answers. They aren't fishing for attention. They want honesty. They want to try. And their heart, it's tender. You'll hear the change, not because they say they've changed, but because their message carries maturity. Their text will carry no pride, no arrogance, no manipulation. It will hold reverence for what was once broken, and what could be restored. You may even cry, not from pain, but relief, because you'll realize God was listening all along. He saw your tears. He protected your heart. Even when it felt like you were forgotten, those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. Psalm 126:5. This could be the beginning of that joy. Don't be surprised if a wave of peace washes over you even before the message arrives. That is your spirit preparing. That is heaven aligning. Because sometimes, breakthrough happens first in the spirit before it breaks through in the physical. If you've been sensing a shift, that's why this is not just a text. It is a divine appointment. You are ready. No more chasing. No more begging. No more settling. You are walking fully in your worth. The one reaching out will feel it. They will see the difference. They will hear it in your tone. They will sense it in your replies. You are not who you once were. Neither are they. This is holy ground now, and both of you will treat it that way. This text is the first step back into something sacred, not what it was, but what it was always meant to become. Your response doesn't have to be dramatic or clever. It only needs to be honest, real, gentle, prayerful. You've grown too much to shrink again. You've healed too long to let fear speak for you. This time, you show up from strength, clarity, identity. You are not desperate. You are discerning. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are waiting to be aligned. Because what lies ahead is not another cycle, it's a sacred shift. And it begins with one message. When it arrives, don't view it through the lens of your past. Don't let old wounds rewrite new beginnings. This season is different. They are different. This message is not just for your phone, it is for your healing. It answers prayers whispered when no one else heard. It is a whisper from heaven wrapped in digital words. Its source is divine. Don't overthink your reply. Don't seek advice from 10 voices. Take it to God. Sit quietly. Let peace drown out fear. Let the peace of Christ rule in your heart. Colossians 3:15. That peace will lead you, cover you, show you. This is different, not perfect, but purposeful. They didn't just think of you randomly. Your name echoed in their spirit. God planted you on their heart. Now, they can't unfeel it. They tried to move on. They tried to forget. But memories rose, conviction grew louder than distraction. Now, they know there is unfinished business, not with tension, but tenderness. They aren't coming to explain everything, they are coming to start again. With honor, eyes open, Hearts aligned. You might want to protect yourself. That's okay. God gave you discernment for a reason. But don't let fear win. Let faith hold space for what God might rebuild. You don't have to rush. You don't have to say yes today. But you owe your heart the chance to listen, to see what only the healed you can see now. Subscribe to Sacred Encouragement. If this message speaks to your journey, like this video if you're ready to move in wisdom, not wounds. Comment a powerful word like faith, peace, or divine timing. Support this light with a super thanks if you can. This voice is helping you heal. The angels are still speaking. They want you to know what's coming is not to confuse you, it's to complete something sacred, something delayed but never denied. The person texting you might not know how deep this is, but they feel it. This moment matters. Your spirit still calls theirs, and now they answer. Not everyone gets this kind of moment. Not everyone witnesses a full circle return. But you do, because you stewarded this love with prayer, honored it with silence, surrendered without bitterness. Heaven remembers. God rewards the way you let go with grace. And now, He's allowing something to return, with purpose. Their words will be different, not rehearsed, but real. You'll feel the weight in their voice, even through the screen. They might say, I miss you. I've grown. I didn't know how to say this sooner. Short, but it will land deeply. Your soul has been waiting, not for noise, but for truth. Others may not understand why this happens now. It's not their message. It's not their calling. This is yours. The one God aligned for you is finally honoring that truth. This isn't just reconciliation. It's maturity. Two people who learn to value what God placed between them. Don't expect fireworks, expect sincerity. Don't expect to go back, expect to move forward. This love won't look like before. It will look like God intended, faith-rooted, trial-tested, grace-drenched. That's why this message matters. It marks the shift, from wondering to walking in promise, from confusion to clarity, from almost to arrival. It begins a holy conversation, one that heals, not reopens wounds. You'll read their message more than once, not from doubt, but awe. You'll hold your phone with trembling fingers, steady heart, because finally, you feel seen. Something silent inside you breathes again. And in that sacred moment, you'll remember every step that led you here. Every night you almost gave up. Every tear in the dark with worship music playing. Every whispered prayer. You didn't waste your time. Heaven was watching. Heaven was recording. And now heaven responds, not just through them, but through timing, message, peace. You're not going back. You're moving forward into something holy. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. This message won't feel ordinary. It won't blend in with the rest. It will carry weight. It will carry history. It will carry something sacred, because it's not just a message. It's a moment, a divine turning point. It's the beginning of what heaven has been preparing while you were healing, while you were growing, while you were becoming the version of yourself that refuses to settle for halfway love. You've felt it coming. You've sensed the shift. And now, the waiting is about to end. That screen you've stared at with quiet hope, that notification you imagined 100 times, it's about to come alive. They've tried to move on, tried to forget, tried to erase the feeling, but every attempt only led them back to you. Not because of obsession, but because of alignment. Because your spirit echoed in their silence. Because your name kept showing up in their prayers. They couldn't escape the truth. No one else felt like home. No one else prayed like you. No one else saw them the way you did. And now they know. This isn't just missing you, it's realizing they were meant to journey with you. They've wrestled with fear. They've delayed the inevitable. But God has been softening their heart, breaking down pride, clearing confusion, and now they're reaching for courage. Because when they send this message, it won't just be, hey. It will be surrender. It will be truth. It will be the release of everything they buried just to survive the silence. You're about to read words they've rehearsed in their soul. Words that will carry healing. Words that will stir the deepest parts of your spirit. Not because they're eloquent, but because they're real. And you're not who you used to be. The version of you they once knew is long gone. You've been refined by pain, strengthened by prayer, shaped by seasons where you had to love yourself when no one else did. You don't need their validation to feel whole anymore. You found your worth in God. And that's exactly why your response won't come from desperation, it'll come from discernment. From power, from peace. You'll respond from your healed heart, not your broken one. You'll read their words and your soul will know, this is divine timing. Not a coincidence, not an accident, but a holy alignment written before either of you knew how to love properly. Because this isn't just about reconnection. This is about redemption. God is redeeming every misunderstanding, every delay, every silence that once hurt like rejection. The enemy tried to twist it. Fear tried to block it. But love, true love, endures. And now it's finding its way back through every crack, every scar, every memory. They're not coming to fix you. They're coming to honor you. Not to complete you, you're already whole, but to walk beside you in purpose. This love isn't about filling a void. It's about fueling destiny. This isn't shallow emotion. This is kingdom partnership. A sacred union crafted not just for happiness, but for impact. You'll feel the shift when you read it. Your heart will know. Heaven will echo it. And the angels will rejoice, because this moment was written in the scrolls of heaven long before either of you even knew how to spell love. Don't underestimate what this message will activate. It may come in simple words, but it will carry eternal weight. It won't fix everything overnight, but it will open the door to everything God has promised. And when you step through, you'll realize, this wasn't just about getting a text. This was about receiving confirmation, closure, clarity, and calling. So take a breath, stay grounded, stay expectant, because your notification could come at the most ordinary moment, washing dishes, folding clothes, walking to work, half expecting nothing. But then it lights up. And it's not just a ping. It's purpose. The person you've been spiritually connected to, the one who held your name in their heart even when their lips stayed silent, is finally ready to speak. This time, they're not speaking from fear. They're speaking from surrender. And your heart, it's going to know the difference. This is not confusion. This is confirmation. And when it happens, you'll feel it in your bones. It was always meant to be like this. Not rushed, not forced, just right. If this message stirred something in your spirit, don't scroll past it. Like this video if your heart feels seen. Share it with someone else who's been waiting for a divine sign. Subscribe to Sacred Encouragement so you never miss another word heaven is sending to your soul. And if this message confirms something deep, consider blessing this space with a super thanks. $5, $10, even $20, whatever you can sow into this sacred ground where heaven still speaks. Your miracle is closer than you think. Your message is coming. Stay ready.